There we go. Alright, what the fuck is up, y'all? It's Kreyz McCormick live up in this motherfucking bitch. I'm only going to be on here for a limited amount of time, so hopefully we'll see what we got going on with this. Nothing much, man. Wise World's at Papa Tone saying, what up, G? Nothing much. Killer B is giving me some whoops. Just basically chilling. Figured I'd be up on here in case anybody wanted to ask some questions. What's going on, Alan? Apparently it's gotten to the point where these these live shows, like the last live show that I did. Anyways, yeah. You're not live in this bitch. This isn't Cam Lords. No, it's not. This is the Crazy House, and I am live up in this bitch. So anyways, yeah, I figured the last one was pretty much a success with Q&A session type shit, so I figured I'd, I had some free time, so I figured I'd just go ahead and turn this sumbitch on and see if anybody had any questions that that they wanted answered out of me. And he saw Twisted last night. Yeah? How is your camera set up in your car? Just curious. Believe it or not, yeah, I'm actually using my cell phone. And my cell phone is hooked up to a phone mount in my car, and it's being held up on there by a magnet. Yes, the Juggalo actually figured out how a magnet works. As shocking as it might seem, I figured it out. Bunch of Violent Jade chants during Gmo's session. Yeah, I kind of figured as much, man. Gmo seriously has been getting a lot of flack since everything went down. And I think it's fucking hilarious. What the hell? Oh, damn, they've got different features on here. This is actually the first time I've ever tried using the live feed with my phone. So check this out. Take on me. I know it's kind of dramatic, but I don't care. Fucking bubbles. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, alright, enough of this shit. I'm done playing around. I know, Captain Bones. That's why I did that. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that sketch option. Hell yeah, those are my people. Snapchat was lit with Gmo trolling. See, yeah, Gmo pretty much trolled himself into a fucking corner. So, I find that actually very fucking funny that Gmo has gotten to this point now. Especially with those guys that ended up handing him the fuck acetone sign, and then as soon as he turned around after he threw it on the ground, people started chanting ICP. Thought that was that was some funny shit. Yeah, when someone white says nigga, we know you're a troll and nobody cares. Gmo is trolling himself, beating ears. Trolling himself a beating here soon along with Chuck. Yeah, I don't know if you watched... did you watch Fuego Flames' live stream here on YouTube? We the unofficial Magic Ninja Entertainment Street team. Okay. That's good. I mean, here, I'm going to put it to you this way, though, okay? Yeah. I probably could react to the Joyner Lucas remix if I actually heard it. My homie Gabe was the one who did that fuck acetone troll thing. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, I am wearing Twisted, so, you know, I mean, it's an old tour shirt and shit, back when they were still on the hatchet. You know, things were relatively good back then. See, I'll still wear some of the older merch, but from here on out, I ain't buying nothing. Not until all of this shit gets cleared up. Do the Mercules Mask Off remix. Once again, if I heard it, I probably would have talked about it. Well, I'm on the Your Team Street team, and we're pressing up Almost Famous shirts for Chuck. It's actually pretty funny. My phone fucking blowing up. Yeah, that was actually funny. The whole acetone, the fuck acetone thing. Mainly because of the reaction that Chuck Reeves gave. And I thought that was actually pretty funny because dude ended up saying, how the fuck are you going to do that shit to his face? Why the fuck not? You know, because all Gmo is doing is just talking shit on the internet. And he basically says, I'm gonna be in Hollywood, come see me. And when somebody fucking comes sees him, somebody's got a fucking problem with it. And I thought that was actually very funny. There it is. Yeah, that's actually gonna make a wind blow sound effect. Harley Moss saying whoop whoop. Hell yeah, y'all. So, I'm actually curious to see if anybody actually has any more questions, because I know that there were some questions that I never got to in my last show. Okay, there's a question from Loopy Edwards. You ever listen to Mercules at all? No, I have not actually gotten into Mercules. I have been hearing some things, some positive things about Mercules. Let's see, what's the story behind the fuck acetone sign? To be totally honest, I have no idea. But I think it's fucking hilarious because all I know is that Gmo has a problem with acetone, and somebody handed him that sign just to basically be a dick. Alright, we got Child's Play Ninja up in the fucking chat room. I guess in his words, the chat room basically just got better. Let's see. Don't take anything posted on previous vids as disrespect. Suppose it's my approach, choice of words. But that's just my personality, nothing against you. Keep up the vids. Oh, dude, trust, I don't take anything anybody says personally. Because to be totally honest, I'm actually having a very good time on there. Really, CPN hates my shirt. Oh man, if you hate my shirt, I could only imagine what other motherfuckers would do. Wow, Captain Bones. CPN is a big KMK mark. Them's fighting words if you say that shit. Then Gmo was slapping my homie's cell phone out of her hand. Yeah, to be total, yeah, I have no fucking thought on that other than just goddamn Gmo can't fucking handle his celebrity anymore. Yeah. Technically assault. It's a possibility. Yeah, I guess I could say that. I don't know, CPN. It might not be assaulting a female. It could just be a bitch trying to smack another bitch. I don't know about all of that, Papa Tone, when it concerns Gmo quitting the game. I just think he needs to fucking deflate his big ass head. Unmanageable LMAO blase style. Fuck yeah. You know, I gotta say, for one, Chuck, you're wrong. It's not Honda. And for two, he asks, when am I gonna come onto the ejector seat? Well, let's see here. Here's the issue, Chuck. You don't let motherfuckers talk. So I've noticed that. I've seen CPM versus Chuck Reeves 1 and 2. And I also heard about what happened with Fuego Flames. Motherfucker, you have an ego the size of my fucking SUV that's in the shop right now. And so, when it concerns that, I ain't fucking dealing with you. Yeah, it's a gag. No. See, when you fucking ejected CPN, that wasn't no fucking gag. You can go ahead and try to spin it however you want. Motherfuckers saw you get angry. And then you tried to front and say, oh, it's a gag. No, it's a front. You got fucking raged. You rage quit CPN into the ejector seat, brah. And that's what fucking happened. You got pissed off, and instead of having to fucking cry, you decided to eject that motherfucker. Nobody ever said it was a debate. It's a discussion. And you couldn't handle it, so you basically had your finger on the ejector and said, all right, fuck you then, we're still beefing. Ren Leon, how's Michigan? A little bit warm, but very windy. It is windy. It's been windy for the last like 3 fucking days. Maybe even more than that. Now, the gun charge has already been fucking disproven, so you trying to go after the fucking gun charge is a waste of time. Here in New Hampshire, it's been raining like a motherfucker. Yeah. Shout out to the Juggalo community. Hell yeah, dude. Shout outs to everybody in the fucking Juggalo community showing the love for the hatchet. And shout outs go out to the subscribers that have been watching, even the non-subscribers that have been watching. You keep bringing it up. You all did. You brought it up too, bro. You brought up the fucking gun as well. You even admitted it on 2 separate occasions. You fucking... Nah, dude, because if I'm sitting in a seat, I'm there to talk. I ain't gonna fucking go into a location knowing that I'm gonna get kicked out. That's fucking stupid. No, BVZ, Chuck Reeves is not Arn Anderson. Chuck Reeves is Ole Anderson. Basically going into the same thing that I just said, Papa Tone. Yeah. Although, I am actually wondering one thing. Let's see. As the intellectual Leviathan says, let's face it, he's so into himself, and there is no changing that. End of story. Rather stir shit up than rest the shit. Oh, yeah. That's why I basically... See, here's the thing, though, when it concerns, like... Okay, so somebody prior just said he's, like, comparable to Arn Anderson. And I changed that. And I said that, no, he's more like Ole Anderson. Because if you remember old school WCW from back in the day, the minute Ole Anderson ended up becoming the fucking executive producer of WCW, he turned into a big fat dick. I mean, he was already a dick before, but then he ended up getting a higher seat in the house, and he became an even bigger dick. Distracted Mind Productions. You're fucking funny, dude. That's actually a fucking good one. He says, fuck me. No, wait. Fuck you. No, wait. Good channel. Must feel good having a big shot like Chuck Reese swinging from your nuts. Shit, yeah, dude, I'm about to fucking tell Shaggy 2 Dope that he might want to step aside because I'm about to become the new star. I've got mail. I'm actually wondering, can anybody in the fucking chat, anybody watching this, can y'all motherfuckers hear my notifications? Oh, shit. Yeah, sorry about that. Here, let me see if I can turn those down. Shut up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm sorry about all that, yo. Like, you know, like I said before, this is the first time I've ever used my phone for any of this shit, so you know, I had no idea. All right, yeah. Okay, shit's starting to catch up now. All right, yeah. Ear rape. He's Tully Blanchard. No, Tully Blanchard is nice. I blame the Chuckissians and their hackers. Intel, he's a semi-professional wannabe hater, DJ slash promoter, whatever the fuck. It's tragic. Fucking loud, eat rape. From Mark Owens. Typos, sir. Typo. Oh shit. NZJG Entertainment up in the house. What's up, NZ? Chuck trigged at the sight of Fuego, though, last night. Yeah, I heard that he didn't even give the motherfucker 40 seconds before he ejected him. You know, when Violent J used to do interviews on the original Juggalo show on 105.1, he'd at least have a good interview with Vinny from Sponge or, you know, P-Funk and even Shaggy. And he at least gave him a good 10-15 minutes, and then he'd be like, well, guess what I've got for you? And then he'd hang up the phone. He'd at least have a decent interview. Yeah, Alan the Clown. Let's see. My dumbass needs to buy that Shaggy album. I have it on Google Play. I don't have it on Google Play, but I do have it on the audiobook for Behind the Paint. Like, I found out that there was actually some extra space for it. Since Chuck wants an official debate, Chuck and CPN should debate and have Crazy moderate it, just saying it would be epic. Let's see. What's my favorite Juggalo juice? Pineapple, actually. I really have had a thing for pineapple. Pineapple orange specifically. But they got rid of pineapple orange and then they brought back half of it as pineapple. But, you need to go on the ejector seat or whatever just to have your balls front and center. I'm a local rapper from Des Moines and have been a Juggalo since I was 8. And to be honest, I feel like Juggalos and Magic Ninjas shouldn't be fighting. We should all come together as one. Yeah, you know, I agree to that, but unfortunately, these are the cards that we have been dealt. So, you know, like, yeah, ninjas are fucking fighting left and right. And all I'm basically doing is just defending my side of the camp. See, there was somebody that ended up saying some shit earlier today. Like, earlier. Not earlier today, but you know what the fuck I mean. I have a long beard and a microphone, and I'm mad. Support me. Oh, yeah, and I saw that, yep. Who else we got? Nightmare Juggalo is up in this bitch. I agree, Leviathan. I don't see Chuck. Yeah, Blaze Mendoza. He says you have to fling shit back. The fuck you think I've been doing? That's what that last video was. Who actually started Twisted? Well, are you talking about Twisted as Twisted or Twisted when they were still House of Kreyzys? Yeah, Chucky boy, I actually do agree with that sentiment because, yeah, like, the dude, like I said in the last video, I seriously think that he has a massive fucking vendetta against Violent J, and that's why he's doing the things that he's doing. Will Sigler is kind of just the fucking smoking gun in this situation. Like, he's using Will Sigler as ammo to go up against Psychopathic, which has always been his vendetta. See, Midwest shitfest up in this motherfucker, kicking it old school. That's just the parody of Chuck's stupid name. That's pretty funny. Yes, and we got Hatchet Reviews up in this bitch, promoting the Juggalo YouTube Avengers. Let's see. Any guess on what's coming Friday to Hatchet Gear? Maybe Lights EP early? I don't know, maybe they might have a flash sale. Blaze Mendoza, I have no idea why he does. But, you know, a vast majority of motherfuckers tend to have that Violent J's a dick tip kind of thing. So that might have been it. You know, he might have met Violent J in person, and Violent J was like saying, please respect my privacy, and he thinks he's a dick over it. So, you know, these servers are slow again. Fuck. Seems like Chuck is using a lot of drama for subs and views. You know, to be perfectly honest, I could see where he's coming from on that. But, you know, like, I think, I honestly think that a good portion of his subscribers are already people that have followed him on social media. So I think, you know, while he's bragging about how many subscribers he has, eventually it's just going to come to a screeching fucking halt. And a good portion of all the other ones are mainly because of Child's Play Ninja. Nobody on here really knew much about Chuck or even knew he had existed until Child's Play Ninja ended up finding out about him. Boy Blue could be red. Oh God, I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. Chuck thinks he's a public figure in real life. Well, yeah, because he's talked to famous people. I mean, I have too. I've met Misery personally. I mean, he's not exactly Red Man or anything, but it's fucking Spanish side riders. Do you think Twisted will drop Gmo if the shit gets too far out of hand? Yeah, honestly, I bet you he'll probably end up getting blased. Be considered unmanageable. I mean, look at it. Like, this little small man with barely anything, until he got signed to Magic Ninja, had a little bit of exposure, released his album Filthy Spirit Bomb. Everybody on both sides of the camp fucking saying that it's the shit. And now he's got a fucking big head. And he thinks that this is going to be the shit. Like he thinks that he can do anything now. M&E is WCW and Psy is WWF. Who's going to be the X-Pac? Probably Young Wicked. Because he already basically got the boot from Psychopathic, sort of. I mean, that's not actually what happened, but you know what I mean. X-Pac got booted out of WWF, then he went to WCW, and then he got booted from WCW, went back to WWF. And since now he technically has family ties with the Bruces, I could see that happening. No, Papatone, I do not think Strange would grab Gmo because of the fact that he's got that baggage. If I remember correctly, Tech 9 has actually said in the past that he would love to sign Hobson, but Hobson is in a beef with one of his boys and he don't want to be in the middle of that, so he don't want anything to do with that shit. Chuck's beard looks like Light's hair, and Chuck dissed Light's hair. Right? I think it's because Light's not a true ginger. So Chuck is jealous at the fact that Light does in fact have a soul. Why can't we talk about some positive shit, Crazy, like maybe The Gathering? Well, I'm not going to The Gathering, and yeah, that's that. I mean, you know, kudos to anybody who's going to be going to The Gathering. I hope they have a great time and shit. I honestly, on top of that, I actually hope that fucking slide is free. But I guess that's one thing that I could possibly agree with Chuck on, is the fact that, you know, it's probably not going to be the same. It's basically going to be Gathering Light because it's not on private ground. From, you know, this is coming from him, and from what I'm hearing with him, that doesn't really sound very appealing. I'm gonna have to skip through a bunch of these because I'm not seeing a lot of like, I'm way behind. I wish ICP and Twisted would just sit down and hash all this shit out. It makes me sad looking back at how it used to be. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, all of this shit going on has been 15 years in the making. Ever since that happenstance that happened with Tom Dubb, things have not been the same since. Let's see, Captain Bones, do you have any favorite Juggalo YouTubers you watch? Any big influences for you? Actually, that's an easy one. My favorite Juggalo YouTuber to watch basically are all my friends that I've picked up over the years. Child's Play Ninja, Big Irish Juggalo. I love watching all of my friends do this stuff. As a matter of fact, these are, you know, they're my friends because I met them through all of this. But Child's Play Ninja and I both were influenced by another Juggalo that went by the name of Elliot419. And that dude was the fucking hater, like the troll hater king. He was so fucking good at just tearing motherfuckers down. And that's actually where I got my start. I saw a couple of his videos and I found some dude that was like that had this video called How to Beat Up a Juggalo, and I just ripped into him because of how stupid he was. And over the years, my craft got better. Then it slumped down for a little bit because I had some other priorities, and I kept on trying to come back. But it took me a while to get used to everything that was, that going on in YouTube now, and taking advantage of how things work now. And I think I'm actually doing good. Let's see, and I did see that throw shit is in the building. And Retro is in here as well. Sorry, Retro. Carnival Spirits are good friends as well. I actually had, in the past, I had, I guess I cussed out DC Fago guy at one point. And I might have made him cry. I don't know. I probably was that close to ruining his life. No, I'm just fucking with him. I'm just fucking with y'all. Moonbrecht is up in this chat. I'm out here fogging up the glass. Leslie Romero, you are in Cali. You asked where I am. I'm in Michigan. Yes, Hatchet Reviews, he claims that he was also influenced by Elliot 419. BBZ is 17 and up in this bitch. I'm not sure if I'm just 17ing or if on top of that I'm also 17%ering. Is that even a word? Chain smoking like a motherfucker. Intellectual Leviathan, do you sub to the channels of nobodies? Well, let's be personally honest here. We're all nobodies. We're just people that chat or make videos or something like that. Like, I don't consider myself to be a celebrity, I just like to interact with ninjas. But the way I look at it is, if I have come across a video that I actually have interest in, I'll go through a lot of the other people's videos and see how they, how they've progressed from there, or how they got to that, how they got to that most recent video, and I'll add them if I really like what I see. Doesn't matter to me how big or how small their subscriber count is, or how big or how small their view count is. That none of that really matters to me. What matters to me is what it is that they're doing on their video. And Rick So Rude asked if I was planning on doing a review of the Shaggy album. I think it might be a little bit better now than, I think it might be a little bit easier for me to do a Shaggy review now that CPN dropped his and DC Fago guy dropped his, because, apparently now I'm Child's Play Ninja 3.0. And, because there's CPN, and then there's DC Fago guy, who's now CPN 2.0, and somebody called me CPN 3.0. Actually, I think I'm CPN 0.5, or 1.5 even. Viva la 70s, you are about 50 years, you're about 40 years late, man. What is my favorite non-Juggalo artist? Captain Bones, you're actually going to laugh at this. It's Rush. Yes. Your CPN says, I'm CPN 1.7. See, out of curiosity, is there a reason you always video from your car? Yes. The reason why I do most of my videos in my car, not every single one of them, is actually because of my job. Because there was a guy who actually parodied me recently, and he, at the end of the video, ended up saying something about how he had to get back to his Uber job, and he was actually right. I drive for Uber, I drive for Lyft, and I also drive for Grubhub. So I'm always on the road, and I'm watching you motherfuckers. I'm watching you guys chat. I'm watching you guys do all these other things, making videos and shit. Rush Mendoza, you know, living in the limelight, the universal dream. Those guys. And so anyways, you know, I'm always in my car. And when I have inspiration for a video, I will record. Rush is technically sick instrumentally. Dude, there is no better fucking drummer than Neil Peart. See, yeah, like, yeah. Okay, yeah, BBZ. Dude, I forgot you were Canadian. I totally forgot you were Canadian. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. My favorite Rush song is Free Will. How about yourself? 2112 is my favorite Rush song. Yeah, Vinnie Paul is a good drummer. Joey Jordison is a good drummer. But they don't have a 360-degree drum kit. Like 7 fucking snares that play different octaves and shit. Which, by the way, I did hear that Neil Peart does actually plan on retiring. So if Rush wants to continue, they probably have to hire like 6 new drummers. You Sugar Wolf 8000. Beside, do you agree on a Juggalo get-together picnic free at the park, or would you spend money on the gathering of the Juggalos? Dude, there's a group in Grand Rapids called Morlock Records, and every year in the summer they rent out like a baseball field, and we have a big ass cookout and play kickball and shit. I do listen to Lamb of God. Lamb of God is the shit. I don't listen to them regularly. Who do you think is a good guitarist? Well, that just opens up a fucking can of worms, Psycho Michael. Let's see, let's see, what would it be? I'm a big fan of Shred. Early Cradle of Filth was awesome until they actually admitted that they weren't Satanists. Tom Morello is a good one. Zakk Wylde is awesome. I do actually like Kirk Hammett, like older Kirk Hammett. And Dave Mustaine, I think, is a very sick fucking guitarist. Left you a bunch of punk bands on your other vid. You should really check out Dayglow Abortions. Oh shit, there was a group that I was actually thinking of when it concerned punk bands and shit. For some reason, Agnostic Front is coming to mind, but I know that's wrong. Agoraphobic Nosebleed is another one. Yeah, I don't. That's grindcore. There are a few songs from the Dead Kennedys that I like. Let's see, where are you from? Michigan. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Oh yeah, Carlos Santana is another good fucking guitarist. I don't think Garth Brooks grinds, but he does sure as fuck bring people into the city, which gives me a great deal of money for fucking doing Uber. Asia. The only song that I know from Asia is Heat of the Moment. So that lead singer is the one that I like. Let's see. All these people asking me about what songs and bands and shit that I like. Dude, yes, I like Korn. Led Zeppelin as well. I grew up on old shit like Led Zeppelin. Jimi Hendrix was a guitar god. Just makes his guitar speak. Yeah, Eric Clapton. You're talking about the song Do You Feel Like I Do? Billy Gibbons, yeah. But you can't have, you can't have Billy Gibbons without Dusty. B.B. King. No, you know who the best rock and roll guitarist of all time is? Honky Tonk Man. I'm fucking with you. Interesting fact about ZZ Top from what I heard is that like Gillette actually had come up to ZZ Top and said that they would pay them like $10 million to shave their beards with their razor, and they declined. Yeah, Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen is an excellent guitarist. I've never heard any other guy, play the guitar with a fucking drill. No, I missed SmackDown. I was working. But I do have it on DVR, so I probably will pick up. Tenacious D is entertaining as fuck. I actually have the Pick of Destiny soundtrack. I love that fucking song that they did with Dave Grohl. And even for two comedians, those guys harmonize very well. You got the pick. Lamb of God, Behemoth, Cannibal Corpse, Devil Driver, Pathology, Abominable Putridity, Awaiting on Autopsy, Whitechapel, Carnifex, Suicide Silence, Job for a Cowboy, Oceano, Chelsea Grin, Lorna Shore. That's some shit. Yes, Death Clock. I love Death Clock. I wish they would bring that fucking show back. Green Jello? Fuck yes. Dude, when I played, I used to, like, I'm a gamer as well. Dragon Force is the shit too. But I'm going to get back on Green Jello. Green Jello, I actually learned about them from playing Maximum Carnage on the Sega Genesis. And after that, I was like, who is this fucking band? And then I saw the Green Jello logo, and I ended up one day going through a music store that's now closed called Believe in Music here in town. And I actually found it trying to look for Guar, and ended up finding Green Jello, and I was like, I gotta get this. So I got that. I got an EP from Guar and the Terror Wheel. And my mom got pissed off the most about the Terror Wheel. Just because of the song title, I stuck her with my wang. She's like, the fuck, what the hell does that mean? I said, I guess it means he stuck her with his wang. BBZ, what about G.G. Allen? That's another good another punk guy. KMFDM, how about MDFMK? Now, I think I still might have this CD, but it's like, it's KMFDM versus Propane, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I actually looked at my CD collection. But it's like remixes and shit from KMFDM of some other band. Les Claypool is a great fucking bassist, I will say that. No, I don't know Glucifer. Damn it, no, I don't own the Backyard Wrestling games anymore. Like, I actually had to sell that shit for gas money, unfortunately. Which, to me, I didn't honestly think that it was really a big loss, because like, being a gamer, I thought the controls for that game fucking sucked. I always thought G.G. Allen and the Murder Junkies were all fags. Possibly. I don't know. G.G. Allen was fucked up. Dude, my girlfriend is in love with Ghost. Like, honestly, she honestly feels that Ghost has a fucking message about as strong as ICP's. Diablo was fun for a minute, but it, like, I have to say, man, like, I could not get into it. Which is weird because, you know, like, I'm a fan of Baldur's Gate. No, Retro, no. No. The ECW games were bad. Just fucking bad. I like, seriously, the same controls as Warzone, the same controls as Attitude, and then Acclaim ends up picking up ECW for Anarchy Rules and Hardcore Heaven, and it just, no. Fuck no. We're on whatever topics. The TNA Impact game was okay, but it still does not hold a candle to the SmackDown series. Marilyn Manson, yeah. I stopped listening to Marilyn Manson after he came out with This Is the New Shit. It just didn't feel right. Like, it wasn't as, I guess, avant-garde as, like, the older shit used to be. Like, come on, Smells Like Children, and then listen to This Is the New Shit, and it's like, dude, no. Too big of a change, in all honesty. Punk or rock and roll? My answer to that is yes. I agree with you, Hatchet Reviews. Yes. As a matter of fact, there's still a small underground community of people who still play WWF No Mercy, and they have the Game Shark to fuck with the schematics of the game in order to make things more interesting. Which, as a matter of fact, I do want to get a Nintendo 64, a Game Shark, and WWF No Mercy just for that soul factor. Well, in all honesty, punk music would not be around, I think, without rock and roll. Combo Breaker. Killer Instinct, I believe that was. Boondocks watches all Juggalo YouTubers to see if he's ever mentioned. He may be in the chat. Now under an assumed name. He Googles himself daily. Dude, I fucking grew up on Green Day. I have seen Clerks 2. I have it on DVD, and I also have it on digital on my PS4. What up, Shane Lane? What cigarettes do I smoke? Marlboro Menthol Smooths. No, I have not listened to the full album from Peroxawygen. Yeah, Mallrats 2 is going to come out before Clerks 3 does, though, because the mall that they did at, that they shot in is closing, so they have to do that first. What can I... Oh, CPN is taking it back. What can I get for you, you little porch monkey? See, if you really want to know, like, I hope to God tomorrow when CPN's video comes out, I hope to God, I don't know if it's pre-recorded or if it's all fully edited or anything, but I swear to God, you need to call Chuck Reeves a porch monkey. I wouldn't even pretend to be Boondocks. In my opinion, he's got like 5 verses that are hard as fuck. and the rest is garbage. I disagree, man. I really like listening to Boondocks. It's totally different. Even if there's juggalos out there who thought that he was a fucking joke, I enjoyed it. What's your profession? Are you a musician? No, I'm not a musician. I have dabbled in hip hop. But like I never really got around to it because I have the talent, I just don't have the ambition. Too lazy. Let's see. Sup, Migs? Yes, that's true. He was born a porch monkey. Intellectual Leviathan. My PSN is Crazy McCormick. I love listening to the Insane Twisted Homie. Wait, I'm high as fuck. Are you talking about Twisted Insane? Is that dude shreds on the fucking mic? Yes, I did know that ICP is coming out with Big Money Thrustas. Me, Crazy, and Roxy should do a song together. Then we tag team her. Oh, that's awesome. Colorado Springs has so much local Juggalo hip-hop groups, it's insane. Like, how many of them are fucking, like, just straight-up Juggalo rappers? Have you heard that Two Dope Fisticuffs track? Is that, like, where can I find that? Is that on, like, I don't recognize that at all. I'm not really into a lot of soft music, to be totally honest. I grew up metal, and I grew up rock. My mom my mom also actually used to have phases where she would listen to different shit. So there had been some times where I'd be subjected to Kenny G, and that's like the softest shit I ever heard, and it lulled me to sleep. Ironically enough, though, when it concerned listening to Kenny G, that was when my mom got pissed off at shit the most. Yeah, and then she'd also want to listen to like Michael Bolton and shit. It was really fucking weird. Yeah, you have no idea how many times I heard that shit. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? My mom in the driver's seat. Son of a fucking bitch, move! I won't be shocked or surprised on response, but a bit of curiosity. What are your thoughts on Five Finger Death Punch's new and old stuff? I like Five Finger Death Punch. I liked them ever since that dude was in Motogrator. There's a Johnny Cash and ICP mix. It's funny. Shit, that's interesting. Death metal are often aggressive people. Actually, I listen to death metal, and I honestly have to say that shit really calms me down. If you play any classical music in a car bumping it, people look at you like you're ISIS. Right? I don't smoke. I'm not like I don't know how I would respond to it. I don't smoke weed, but I don't disapprove of it. You know, that to me, I honestly think that when it concerns smoking, it's your personal preference. If I'm not listening to actual Juggalo related shit, I listen to nothing but 3-6 Mafia. Some classical piano is the shit. Not all of it, but some of it is. 2 guys in a row, Blaze Mendoza and John Don't Give a Fuck. Now 3 people in a row. Smoke weed every day. Do you have a favorite WWE theme? That remix that Finger 11 did of Kane's entrance theme. Fucking loved that shit. Exactly, yeah, Slow Chemical. Muhammad Hassan. I don't even prefer edibles. Like, weed just doesn't agree with me. Other than Juggalo shit, I listen to punk, crust punk, all types of metal. Like, I'll give anything a shot, basically. Like, here, let me show you some shit. Because I'll actually listen to this shit, too. Fucking Celtic. Like, I love Celtic shit. Carnival Spirits up in this bitch. No, it's not Celtic Woman Retro. It's actually one of those fucking older shit. Like, yes, Todd Cooper. I fucking love Nightwish. But anyways, yeah, that shit was actually like in the $10 bin at Target. Just random shit. Randy Sanchez. I've just been talking about random shit. Yeah, when it concerns System of a Down, I really honestly didn't start getting into them all hardcore until Hypnotize and Mesmerize. Oh, and the bracelet Chuck says Irish fuck yeah. You're making me want a cigarette. Why? See, yeah, DC Fago guy gets it, Hypnotized and Mesmerized. But then I actually started listening to some of the older stuff. And I ended up getting the Toxicity album. And what was the debut album? Wasn't that Sugar? I think the only album that I have not listened to is Steal This Album. The Muffin Man? The one that lives on Drury Lane, right? I identify as Chuck's beard. So if you hang out with me, I smell like citrus fruits. No, didn't you remember watching the live stream? He said that if he had a musk named after him, it would smell like beer, weed, and vomit. Do I like Chuck Berry? I mean, there's only really one song from Chuck Berry that anybody really knows. And since I'm a fan of Back to the Future, yeah. Definitely, dude. I agree to that one, Intellectual. Rest in peace, Chris Cornell. Exactly, BVZ. No, Chucky Boy, I don't watch battle raps. Although, I would probably watch 107 at Park if Blind Fury is on there. Marty McFly did it better. Interesting. Eddie Vedder gotta hold it down. He's all that's left of grunge. Yeah, I thinking about that, yeah. Yeah, because Chris Cornell is gone. Alice in Chains is gone. Like, all the good shit's fucking gone. All that's left is Eddie Vedder. I think the one thing that still keeps him alive is his fucking radio station on XM. Push it. West Michigan. You know, to be totally honest, Tannerillium, I do like Tupac. The stuff that I have listened from Tupac. When I first got into hip hop, it was actually because of Insane Clown Posse, and it actually, like, since then I have slowly but surely broadened my horizons. Faction Kill Switch is one of my favorite radio stations. I listen to Faction, Octane, Ozzy's Boneyard, and Liquid Metal. I think I should pick up the Phantom EP. I'm on the fence about getting it. I just need an opinion on it, you know? I can't give you an opinion on the Phantom EP because I did not know about that. You know, what's very surprising is that I have not had anybody ask me about Andrew WK. I'm surprised at that. Radio stations in Canada suck balls. Interesting. Could you imagine what the rap game would be like, Leviathan, if Tupac was still alive and putting it down? What's your take on the whole recent Gmo vids of him getting trolled? Don't know if you covered that already. I have not covered that yet. To be totally honest, I think it's hilarious as fuck. Motherfucker got what he deserved. And I find it hilarious that people are crying about it. Like, people that are following the Amity camp. I think it's hilarious. See, Brielle Jones asks, are you a Christ follower? Used to. But it got to a point where there were so many questions that it just got to a point where I'm just like, I don't know what to believe anymore. And so I just decided to actually start following my own path. Now, don't get me wrong, though. I don't discourage people from finding their answers, whether it be in any religion. I do actually respect Christianity for what it teaches people in certain cases, but there's a lot of it that I tend to disagree with. Tupac would be the rap game if he was still alive. I agree. Have you been bullied growing up? Yeah. All throughout elementary school, middle school, I was pariah. And to be totally honest, I think that if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have had to have any reason to search for what it is that makes me who I am today. I get what you mean, Crazy, but I just know there's a bunch of shit in life we don't know, but I've experienced some honest miracles in my tender 27 years. See, by the time I was like 24, I was seeing some supernatural shit that even the Bible couldn't fucking answer. And, you know, nobody in my family would have understood it, and I actually just remained silent about it. Except for my cousin Michelle. She was actually rather cool with it. Yeah. Yeah, Leviathan, that is true. They did take the beat from Changes, but Changes is also a cover in and of itself. How old is you now, if you don't mind me asking? I am 34. On page 74. That depends on the size of the font in the Bible. What's your favorite verse in What is a Juggalo? Actually, it's What is a Juggalo? A Hulkamaniac. He power bombs motherfuckers into thumbtacks. I think we're being trolled by the fucking Chris died for our sins. Well, that's fine. If you want to believe in Chris, that's your prerogative. Boing Boing was kind of just eh. Hey, what's up, Jamie? Mine is Eats Monopoly and shits out Connect 4. If it wasn't for my Juggalo family, I don't know where I would have ended up. Back when I was growing up, no hater judge, open arms for who I was and wanted to be. What's that on my shirt? It's the Cottonmouth Kings and Twisted for the Chaos and Chronic tour. Yeah, see, like, that's the same thing with me when it concerns this whole Juggalo family shit, and that's why I fight so hard for it up on here, because I have, you know, like, the whole Juggalo thing changed everything for me. You know, and I think, honestly, that a lot of people out there have tended to forget that. Exactly, Mushu. That's exactly why I said that. The ABK Black Orange albums are kind of eh for me. Yeah, we've been waiting for Jesus to come back for the last 2,000 years, and it hasn't happened, so I'll probably die before I see Jesus. And I'm not really saying this to try to be a dick about this or anything like that, but you're basically doing the same thing that everybody else around me normally does, and that's try to shove religion in my face. I live in a very parochial fucking city. Very fucking Catholic, and it's annoying. What up, Immortality? Let's see, it's so difficult to find Juggalos in my area because as soon as I find them, they disappear so fast. Yeah, but, you know, we have the internet. So the internet actually can help us get back together. Right? If I was Jesus, I wouldn't want to come back. Yeah, exactly, because look at how things are right now. No, he already did. Roland. He already did be crucified. Send Moses, he got a stick. Oh, that's funny. Send David, he got rocks. Has anyone heard that shit from a dude called Satan Unholy talking about how he's going to rape Gmo's daughter, stab her, make her choke on blood and cum, and pretty much everything evil? That sounds like some straight up King Gordy shit. Honestly, the only thing we say to each other is whoop whoop, and then I never see him again. You know, you could probably go on meetup.com and see if you could hook up with some fucking juggalos and be like, let's all go to Pizza Hut and fucking chill. That's how I met a bunch of juggalos in my neighborhood. That's actually a good one, CJ Potts. If I was Jesus, I would be ashamed throwing all this shade and killing in his name. That actually rhymes. All right, so we're at the hour and 10-minute mark of me just sitting here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give like 5 minutes, and then I'm going to cash out because I'm about ready to get back to work. Never really got into Satanic. Time for all juggalos to unite. And I do agree to that. Oh, you're getting out of here, distracted mind? Like, you got 5 minutes and then we're out. Typo is the shit. Rest in peace, Peter Steele. Like, that dude was fucking awesome. That whole band is fucking awesome. I ended up, the first album that I listened to them was from Origin of the Feces, which is a live album. Fucking hilarious. It's like halfway into the first track, like Peter Steele stops the show and says that somebody, like, the crowd hated him when they first started playing I Know You're Fucking Someone Else. And he ended up, like, somebody got so pissed off at Typo being there that they fucking called in a bomb threat at the venue. So everybody had to fucking leave. Alright, later, Leviathan. No, I have not heard either one of those, Pots. You hear who? Cool. Really? Cool G Rap and KRS-One are coming out with new albums. Yeah, I've listened to that one. Face Everything and Rise. That's a good song. Another person that just recently came out with a new album, from what I heard, is Everlast, but you can only get it through Google Drive. That's a good question, CPN. I have no idea who used the same instrumental. No shit. Would that be like, alright, Alan, see you later, bro. Really, Twisted used the Face Everything and Rise beat? I have not gotten around to the Rude Boy Gmo disc. Really, CPN, like the only song that I've actually listened to new from Twisted is Kill Somebody, and that's just because of that fucking like that's the only song I've actually listened to, and that's because of the music video. I've heard about Geno Cult shit. I have not listened to Geno Cult shit. I know he's passed now, which kind of sucks. I guess for people who listen to Geno Cult shit. Wasn't he one of those SKR cats? You know, if you go on CPN's channel, you can actually download his self-titled album. Oh, he was with LSP, okay. That really shows you how much I know about Geno Cult shit. This is alright, bro. If you start having more of these, try to have them in the evening again if you can. Most of these cats do live streams early, and us working fools can't catch them. I usually just go with these on the fly. I mean, if I'm able to, I will, but my nights usually go to the girlfriend and the kids. Oh, I'm sorry. The Minions, I should say. I have not heard of L.U. Sifa. Don't have any thoughts on Immoral Technique. Like, I did not really delve that deep into the underground, listening to a lot of these other motherfuckers. I have 3. I tell everybody I got 5 minutes and I'm out, and then everybody starts to stop talking. Thank you, Blaine. I really do appreciate that. Alright, it's been an hour 15, and yep, I'm getting ready to get the fuck out of here. So thank you for everybody that came up in the chat. Yes, I like Volbeat. Thank you for everybody that came into the chat. Thank you to everybody who came in and watched me just blather on. And I will try to get into... Thank you, Christopher. I will try to get to doing my Shaggy 2 Dope Fuck the Fuck Off Motherfucker review as soon as I possibly can. Although, you know, shit's been popping off, so you never know what might happen up in this motherfucker. So, all right, I'm out of here, y'all. Deuces.